warroomsports.com. Get that mobile app.
What's good, War Room Nation? Welcome to our first ever episode of our new show, based upon Game of Thrones, called Brothers of the Watch. I'm your host for this show. My name is Jimmy. At the round table, I got the homie Hank. What's going on?
What's going on, Jimmy?
You already know, man. We ain't been here in a while.
Yeah,
we got something new to talk about. We're gonna start a whole new line of shows on this channel. But we also got the Hutch man. Hutch, what's going on?
Out here chilling, ready to discuss this game of chess and the Game of Thrones. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. We also have Raheem, who's a newcomer to our channel, but Game of Thrones fan. What's going on, Raheem? How are you?
What's good, y'all? Thanks for having me. Let's talk about this horrible
Absolutely.
episode.
Before we jump into the episode, which is this is season 5 and this is episode 6. It's called Unbound, Unbent, and Unbroken. Just a couple, house cleaning rules. This show is, like I said, is a new show on the channel, but also for the first time, what we're going to start doing is all of our shows, whether we're talking about Court Vision, Field Vision, Operation Battle Rap, which is our Battle Rap show, all of our shows will also be available on our podcast network, and you can find all the information about that at War Room Sports. It'll all be on iTunes. It'll be on SoundCloud. So you can hear the audio version, or you can watch the video version right here in our YouTube channel. So for now on, just look out for all that, and all those shows will be, coming back more frequently. Court Vision, we had one drop yesterday. Another one will drop within the next couple of days. The Battle Rap show will be back next week. So the bottom line is we're going to continue to give you quality content, which includes this new show, Brothers of the Watch. Now, tonight's episode was crazy, specifically the ending. But before we get there, we got to talk about everything. What do you guys think about what's going on with Aria? I'll start with you, Hank.
For a while I was confused about what was actually going on because I didn't know if those people were actually dying. I was thinking the last time it was kind of like the dope house. I thought like the fiends were knocked off.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was just bringing them back. They put a little ice on them, bringing them back. But they really killing those people and taking their faces. Aria, she's frustrating because I think she has so much potential, but she just has no chill. Like she just can't play her part and take time, and eventually that's going to come back to bite her in the ass. And
she's like the opposite of her sister.
Yeah.
And it's like Monica said in our group. And by the way, you can join. We actually have a Facebook group where we talk about nothing but Game of Thrones, and while the show is on, we talk with each other. So we can keep that nonsense off our timelines. Go to Facebook. It's facebook.com/group/WRS Game of Thrones.
And the important thing about the group too. The important thing about the group too is there's no spoilers as far as book stuff. Even though I know that's hard now because things have gone drastically different from the books, but it's all about just the show. So
just
if you want to talk just show stuff, come to the group.
Well, let me ask y'all: Did all y'all read the book? Because I didn't. I didn't read the books.
The thing is, I was going to, but I'm trying to chill right now intentionally.
Okay.
Yeah, I read the first 3. But I haven't read these.
I think there's only been how many there's been so far? Like 3 of them, right? I think there's only been 3 books.
No. It's
more than that.
It's like 5, I think 5 or 6. Yeah.
That's how I haven't read the books, so let's do it like that.
All right. Well, anyway, so you said that she has no chill, which is true because I was brought up in the group, which made me think about the group is that she has no patience whatsoever. Hutchman, what do you think about Aria? What's going on with her?
Yeah, I do agree. She doesn't, but she never had chill. Even because back when she wanted to train, to learn how to fight, she didn't have training. She wanted to just go out there and do what she wanted to do. Even with her wanting to go on her own, and even now, she just wants to go in there and she thinks she's just going to be a faceless man or a faceless person in this case. But it doesn't work like that. I mean, I think she's kind of when he took her to that room, she kind of grasped the gravity of whoa, this is it's a little more than I thought it. Yeah, it's a little more than I thought it would be. I would just learn how to act like different people, but no, it's more serious than that. But
absolutely,
I think he's gonna teach her how to chill, and then she be straight, because she already got the heart,
No doubt. Raheem, what do you think about what's going on with Aria?
Well, like Hutch said earlier, that's how she's been first season. For the first season, she didn't chill for learn how to fight with a sword. She didn't wait. She never had any patience. She was always trying to like break out and do her own thing, and because of that, she's always been kind of like one step close to danger. Each thing, because she doesn't know how to like relax and just wait her turn.
Yeah, it's part of her personality. That's who she is.
That's how she is. Yeah. So I think it's good. I think this is going to be kind of good for her to sit down and actually like listen to the dude, figure out what's going on, like figure out how to get there, and then also that'll help her kind of strategically get back at see what she wanted to get back at. So
and by the way, like this episode is kind of crazy because he was whooping her ass. So
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, they got into a little bit of child abuse, a little bit of marriage rape. That was all over the place. So
You kept telling her, stop lying, don't lie to me, don't lie to me. I'm like, damn, yeah, it's enough. I think she gets it.
Did anybody else think when she was handing out that water, like they should be handling that with some kind of care, like they should have rubber gloves or something, like it's death water.
Yeah.
Come on, man, strap on.
No doubt. Yo, speaking of terrible though, like Jorah, who had a worse week than this guy? I mean, he's having like pretty much the worst week ever.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, he caught the House of Virginia. Now he's trying to with his family. He's all over the place right now, man.
He's been having a horrible like couple of years now. He loves
pretty much.
He loves old girl, and she's like, all right, you gotta leave now, get out, because you fucked up. So he
Yeah.
so he's out here journeying around the world and stuff like that, and going to whorehouses and whatnot. Then he sees Tyrion, and he wants to get Tyrion, and then he gets messed up with the Stone people. So now it's like, what's good with this dude? He's a mess. And I didn't realize he was 6 years old, or he was old or whatever. That kind of shocked me. I didn't realize he was that old. So. Now he's going back fighting for his life in these fucking battles.
Yeah, he's supposed to be retired or something right now.
Right,
like,
he's supposed to
so, all right, so do y'all think that he should have told Tyrion by now that he's infected? Or do you think it's best for him to keep it away from Tyrion?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, maybe he should have. But it kind of doesn't matter, but then it's like, I guess he didn't expect the Adebisi to roll up trying to sell
right.
But so I think about seeing Adebisi, man. First of all, shout out to this episode. Had a whole lot of people of color in this episode. Black Lives Matter, so they were trying to be some sort of quota.
Pro-black.
A whole lot of Moors, as they say. A whole lot of Moors.
Y'all the Moors showed up. Adebisi showed up. On this thing, man. So he had no idea that Adebisi was going to show up. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. I guess, but he probably should have told him, though. Who knows, man? Who knows?
I know a lot of those actors a lot of the actors in Game of Thrones, like the older guys, are famous, like British actors, and people. I see people get excited about, them being on Game of Thrones. For me, the Adebisi was the first person I ever recognized on Game of Thrones. Like, he's hood famous. From what was
Absolutely.
He was in Lost. He was in Oz. Wasn't he in 50 Cent movie? Was he?
Yeah.
Majestic.
Give Richard Doc Tryon.
Yeah, give Richard Doc Tryon. Yeah, so like Adebisi being there, I felt like one of us made it, man. It was great.
Yeah, but then he come in there, he try to sell Cox though. Like, what's up?
That sounds good though, right? Adebisi and Cox, I'm saying.
I got you right there. So, what did you guys think about Littlefinger in his?
Hold on, but wait, we gotta give a shout out to Tyrion for hitting him with the ill one-liner, like, yo, it ain't the same as the
There ain't no dwarf cock. This is what
man.
Tyrion definitely hit him with bars. He 3-0'd him. But what do you think about Littlefinger, man? Because when I watch this show, Littlefinger is like, who could I compare him to? He's like Karl Rove. Like, a lot of people know who Karl Rove is, but look up Karl Rove. He ran the entire Bush administration. Like, Littlefinger is like running everything everywhere, man. Like, this dude is, I think someone in the group said he's moving more chess pieces than anybody. Yeah. Like, half of the different scenes going on, he somehow was responsible for it. And
he's like like Geppetto, right? Like, he's controlling, he's like puppeteer. He's controlling like everything. Like, he has a string and everything. He has a hand and everything. So he's controlling everything. He's pulling the strings. In about 4 seasons, he's amassed this huge army. He has soldiers. He has land now. And what has he done? He doesn't even lift the finger to fight wars because he's
right.
Real is that?
Yeah.
Really, like, I think that's why that conversation, because Cersei is playing crazy chess too. So both of them, that back and forth, like they know each other doing shady stuff, but they don't know each other's game plan. So it's like, all right, they still feeling each other out, but Littlefinger, he's like Derek. Shout out to all my Big Brother watchers. He's like Derek, just putting everything. His head is in everything, and he's chilling. Like it's something like that is amazing to watch. And I'm pretty sure y'all know.
It is, man. But Cersei still, to me, like she talks like she's in a position of power. Like she doesn't realize the hits that her family has taken over the last several years. I mean, you know,
the Lannisters not what they used to be.
Nah.
She's still doing her thing though. Like she's still making moves, but it's just like the way she talks. She hasn't been humbled yet.
Where's that?
I mean, ironically, she brought in the holy people, but it's like she made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they decide that they don't want to deal with Cersei, she doesn't have any backing to keep
But
them
that's what
from
I'm saying.
throwing her in jail. Like, so she thinks that she's making all these power moves, but she's just exposing herself because she has no backing anymore. Nobody.
Her moves seem very small time, right? Like we're talking about Littlefinger, and he's actually like amassing troops. He's amassing land. He's doing all these powerful moves while she's out here settling little scores of margarine and stuff in the Tyrell family. Like everything's like everything's like petty and small with her because she doesn't see the bigger picture, and she's like,
she's winning the checkers game is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. She's playing checkers. So they're out there. There's a whole big war going on. There's a whole lot of movements going on, and she's not seeing it. She's out here settling little scores and stuff, and it's not doing anything.
I know one thing.
Like y'all said, I was saying, I think like y'all said, it's going to be interesting to see like what's going to happen now because I think it's a little her vision is short, like she has short vision, and now she got rid of her enemies, which is her son's the queen pretty much. So now what? And now what's going to happen now? Because now she has this problem on her hands with her new army, and they're not gonna stop their agenda, and it's what's gonna happen when it comes back to bite her. That's gonna be the interesting part.
Yeah, I know one thing. Rest in peace, King Joffrey, the late king.
Hey,
but Tommen though.
We pointed out.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny because everyone and their mom hated Joffrey, but I kind of miss hating. I miss hating him right now.
Joffrey cut off everybody's head in that room. My queen? Come on, Joffrey everybody.
I agree with that.
Let's talk about Tommen right now, man.
Oh my God.
He sat there and watched. I mean, first of all, we know that he was excited because, like I said, he had the great moisture sugar walls. So he was turned out for a couple episodes, but now it's sort of like once he got that, he doesn't care what's going on. He don't care about politics, these moves being made. He's just sitting there, like.
I don't think it's that. I think he's
in over his head.
Yeah, exactly. He never knew about this stuff. Like, remember, he was chilling in the crib playing with cats and stuff.
Right.
Like, he didn't know nothing about this. Now he got to play with another cat, and he don't know what to do either. but yeah, he's cut off now. Like all that 4 or 5 times in one night, and like, nah, man, he ain't never gonna smell it anymore.
Right.
He let the box get thrown in jail. He's out of his mind. He got to protect the box.
I'll say this though. I think I actually think he's a lot smarter than we'll give him credit for. I think he thinks a lot more than Joffrey does. So he may have lost the box right now, but I have faith that he might find a way to get his way back to that. I think he's thinking a lot more about things. I think he's just his brother was so straight up my initial feel, I'm gonna act like this. This is how I feel. I'm gonna do this. Whereas I think he thinks a lot more, but it's not showing right now. And I think I've never read the books obviously, but I feel like there's no way he's gonna be sucker like this for so long. Like he's thinking about things. I think eventually we'll see his way.
No, I don't know. Maybe he'll start to miss that moisture and he makes a move. But
maybe so. I don't know. I just can't see him playing this for so long and being a sucker for so long and letting things. I think I just have a feel like he's thinking a lot more and he's probably not necessarily plotting.
So you're saying he's sitting back and just watching everything right now?
Right, he's observing because this is his first time rodeo, right? So he's observing things. He's always and it's.
You know what? I hope you're right. I don't see that, but I hope you're right.
Hold on, think about this though, because when Tywin left, Tywin was he's a smart boy. He's actually saying that he was a smart boy before he was killed. He was saying he's a smart boy. So
that's a good point.
But, okay, so if we say Littlefinger's playing chess and Cersei's playing checkers, Tommen's playing rock paper scissors. Like it ain't no strategy. You know what I'm saying? Like he just reacting, man. Like
he's playing tic-tac-toe right now.
Yeah,
But,
he playing tic-tac-toe.
Playing Go Fish. All right, but listen, man. The last thing we got to get to before we finish this first episode, man, is the ending of that episode. I know a lot of people were pissed, specifically all the women in our group. Sansa finally got married, and everyone knows that Sansa's been engaged like a gazillion times. She's been married before, but she kept her sugar walls intact. But after tonight's episode, she didn't. She got basically was raped by her husband. If you believe in marital rape, I'm not getting into that. But that ending was kind of brutal. Like, even me watching it, I was like, he just flipped her over, ripped her shirt off, and he went straight Ben Roethlisberger on her. So,
yeah, man.
Like, what did you guys think about the way that show ended?
Well, I was saying in the group, we never really had a reason to hate Ramsay. Like even last year when he was like messing with Theon or Reek, whatever his name is now, we supported it because like Theon killed them kids, so F him, right? You can do whatever. But Sansa has always been like a very innocent character. She's always been above the fray. She's learning the game now a little bit more, but she's always been kind of naive, innocent, and she's a virgin. And so for it to kind of like end like that, you know what I mean? Like I have a feeling that we're gonna see kind of a dark turn for her. I think we're gonna probably see a dark.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because she got her V card snatched. It wasn't given away.
It wasn't given away exactly.
It's funny.
Like I said,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wasn't expecting soft music, candlelight, lingerie. Like I wasn't expecting that. I knew Ramsay was gonna do something.
He can list you some spit though.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna at least lube it up, just a little bit, man. And then to make Theon watch too was just ultimate.
That was sick.
Yeah, Ramsay is a sick individual. Like Joffrey was sick, but I think Ramsay has him beat.
Shout out to Zarifa, who's also in our group. She said basically he went from like, down here somewhere to being the most hated, just within a couple seconds.
Which is good because in this going into this season, we didn't know who the main villains were going to be. Like you have Roose Bolton as supposedly the bad guy because of what he did in the Red Wedding, but now, like, I agree. Ramsay's at the very top of the list, man.
And it's funny because, Monica mentioned that at the name of the episode, Unbowed, Unbent, and Unbroken, kind of describes Sansa. Like she's basically been a survivor and just, moving around, but she remembers all the time that she's a Stark. I think her ass got unbroken tonight.
She got bowed, bent, and broken.
She got bowed over. She got bent. She got broken. Window now.
I just want to say, honestly, because the history with HBO shows, I thought that scene was going to be a lot worse, to be honest.
But you know what, though? I think the reason it wasn't, if you remember last year, there was a lot of people up in arms about like the last year's rape, which was Damien and his sister. Damien and his sister, remember that?
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. How old is the actress that plays Sansa too? Like,
that's another thing. She's like 17 or 18. She's not that old.
Still young.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Because I just found this week that Aria, the character that plays Aria, is actually older than Sansa in real life, which is weird.
Really?
Yeah. But
I'm taking pictures of Aria. She looks outside of Game of Thrones. She looks a lot like a woman. She's like a woman.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good makeup then.
Because she looks like a little boy in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But
to Hutch, to your point, Hutch, I think that's maybe why they, because they did flash away a little bit. We knew what was going on.
But I think that worked out though. Like, shout out to the directors for that because like by them just you hearing her and you look at Theon, his face, and then your imagination takes over. Like, yo, what are they like? We imagine what's going on, and that you know how your imagination runs. So
you felt helpless like Theon. You felt like, yo, I wish I could do something. But
right.
Yeah, no, that was great.
Crazy, man. Like, yo, I'm definitely not with marital rape. That was great. It's funny because that was just like, wow, man. Wow ending to the episode, man.
That's why I said that in the group, like, when she was saying how Tyrion was nice and gentle, like, yeah, well, Ramsay not going to be nice and gentle. It's going down.
That probably made it worse. He probably said, oh, yeah? Watch this.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
He didn't even play with her like, this is
There
going to
was
be a
no
good
foreplay.
relationship. Like he let her know from the door like this is going to be a terrible situation for her.
Because I think he likes that rough stuff. What was that? The last episode when his side piece bit his lip and he was laughing. I'm like, oh no, he on some other stuff. Like you just bleeding and everything. He on some other stuff now, man.
So here's the question. All right, we see this happen. Remember, and Littlefinger's in love with her. Like Littlefinger is like really in love with her.
Is he though?
He's in love
I thought he was, but now I'm thinking like this is part of his game.
Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering, right? That's kind of what I'm wondering.
He was for sure in love with her mom, and I think she definitely reminded him a lot of her mom. So,
but is she just another piece in his game though?
That's what I'm wondering.
He didn't leave her there like, look, FOH.
He had to know.
Fair enough, yeah.
He had to know what was going to happen to her. So
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Throw her to the wolves like that. I guess she was just another piece.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So what's the next level in their relationship now? Since like they were getting close, she started having feelings for him, and she was learning from him, and now she sees that she's thrown into the wolves. Like he threw her to the wolves like this. What's going to happen now between them two? Like how's that going to come about when Littlefinger comes back?
I don't think he cares. He's on to his next chess piece.
Well, he doesn't. He may not. But what about her? Like how does she react?
Well, I think that's why.
If he comes back,
he's about to turn dark.
Right.
If he comes back and saves her, now is he? Her knight in shining armor, though.
Right.
There you go.
She forgets that he was the one that left her there if he comes back and saves her from that bad situation. So, that might be part of it.
Well, gentlemen,
like I said, Littlefinger play a whole different type of chess.
That's what we don't know. We don't know. This is Derek right here. Like a great analogy, by the way, Hutch. But listen, though, gentlemen, been an excellent first episode.
Okay.
Those that watch this episode, I want you to leave your comments in the comments box. Like, what do you think about anything we talked about? How did you feel about that marital rape at the end? And anything that we mentioned. And for those who are listening on the audio, remember our group, facebook.com/group/WRS Game of Thrones, WRS Game of Thrones. And also at War Room Sports, or go to warroomsports.com to get more information about this show and any other show that we do. Gentlemen, any last words before we get out of here?
No.
I'm just excited about next week as always, because it's always.
Yeah, we will be back next week,
great
man.
episode.
I think I'm still in shock. I'm about to go grab a shower, man.
Yeah.
I'm saying that was really like a bad ending, man.
It's a weird episode to start our show on. Like we start our show on like a rapey show.
That's
so rapey.
It was just weird. And
But last episode, Bruce told Ramsay how he was conceived by rape underneath a hanging. So it's like,
right.
He said he raped his mom. He said he took his mom. She fought. He said whatever, and he raped her under her dead husband.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, we gotta get out of here, man. Listen, we gotta get out of here, man. Listen, man. Everything is War Room Sports. As we always say, don't accept mediocrity. Be steadfast in the war against ignorance, and we'll see you chumps on top.
Peace.
It's the War Room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.